Hello everyone, thanks for coming back to the channel. The title for today's video is BT Wi-Fi with Fon Review. Keep watching and I'll give you my thoughts after the break. Hi everyone, the title today is BT Wi-Fi with Fon Review, and I wanted to approach this review from the perspective of somebody who, let's pretend that we don't have access to other Wi-Fi networks. So we're going to be, for 30 days, we're going to be relying on BT Wi-Fi with Fon. So forget the coffee shops, forget the libraries, forget all of the other access you may have via your friends or family, etc. Just assume that you have BT Wi-Fi with Fon and you need to use that exclusively. So that's the starting point that you need to consider this review from. Okay, so let's get into it. Before we go into the detail, if you're not already a subscriber, click on the button to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss another video review from me. Okay, my thoughts and comments on the BT Wi-Fi with Fon review. First of all, you need to, when you're accessing BT Wi-Fi with Fon, after you've paid, and I'll insert some screenshots just showing you the pay levels. So they range depending on how much Wi-Fi or the duration of the time you want access to the Wi-Fi, and I'll insert some screenshots now. After you've paid, each time you use BT Wi-Fi with Fon, you will need to log in, and that's fine. You'll log in and then you can start your session online. The problem I have with logging in is that if you go away from your screen for a few moments, or if you pause a video you're watching or audio you're listening to and go and make a cup of tea or whatever, when you return to the screen you'll need to log in again. And these small interruptions mean that you might need to log in 5, maybe 10 times a day. You can override that by something that I decided to do, is just leave a video playing when you go away from the screen, and then obviously you're still accessing the Wi-Fi, come back and you don't have to log in again, because logging in sort of 5 times 10 times a day is a bit irritating. Obviously if you compare that with a contract broadband, you just log in and it's open for as long as you like. I think perhaps if they were trying to improve it, then BT Wi-Fi with Fon, they would adjust their services so that the time that it takes for you to be prompted for another login is much longer as a session. Maybe, half an hour, or you're inactive for half an hour instead of just a few minutes. So login is the first consideration or issue that I have with using BT Wi-Fi with Fon. The second is the connection to BT Wi-Fi with Fon can drop for no reason. And when I say for no reason, your connection gets interrupted. You've not changed your position or in relation to receiving the signal. It can be interrupted, and therefore you don't have internet, and that can break multiple times per day. So it's not a very strong connection. Normally, if you have a good Wi-Fi connection, you can the number of times you need to reconnect are very few. They're very rare. But with BT Wi-Fi for Fon, it's almost as if you need to expect to do that multiple times per day. My second point is that the Wi-Fi connection breaks multiple times today, so that interrupts the quality of the service you're getting, and obviously your internet access. The third point, and I'm going to try and demonstrate that live, is the speed of the connection. So let's go to a different page on the YouTube page here. I'm going to go to trending. I'm going to click, and then so I'm now clicked on trending. I'm waiting for that to load. To demonstrate the speed of connection, it's normally quite slow, so I'm going to click on subscriptions and see how long it takes for that to scroll through. So as I'm talking now, it's loading. There you go, subscriptions. Something I can't conjure up today in this review is a change in weather condition. Weather conditions are the fourth point I want to mention in relation to BT Wi-Fi. Recently in London we've had quite a lot of rain. Rain will interfere with the Wi-Fi connections for even a standard contract account, but it seems to have a massive impact on BT Wi-Fi with Fon. So when it rained, and it's rained over the last few days, your Wi-Fi connection is destroyed. And what I mean by that is there's no connection at all. BT Wi-Fi with Fon does not connect you to any, when it's heavy rainfall, does not connect you to any web pages. So it would be incumbent or responsible of BT to offer refunds or an extension of your contract hours, because you simply can't connect if you're relying exclusively on BT Wi-Fi with Fon. So bad weather, rain affects your Wi-Fi connection and you can't access the internet. As I said at the start of this review, we have to assume, or we have to pretend, that we don't have access to Wi-Fi via other means. Obviously, during those down periods when I was running the test, if I had work to do, I went and accessed Wi-Fi, either work or through other means, rather than relying on BT Wi-Fi with Fon. There are going to be people who don't have those alternatives, and for them, intermittent connection caused by weather, wrong sort of weather, rain in this case, is going to be a problem. Okay, now I think I should talk about the cost of BT Wi-Fi with Fon for 30 days. So to buy an access pass for BT Wi-Fi with Fon, these are the rates. For 1 hour it's £4.99, for 1 day it's £7.99, 5 days £17.99, and for 30 days, which was the period of the trial for this video, it's £39. So if you compare that to a standard contract may come in at between £15 to 25, 30, depending on the supplier, and you may get a much faster connection speed than you would do with BT Wi-Fi with Fon. So it's not cost effective to use this method. This is probably a method for people who cannot access a contract, or I would suggest are light users of the internet, because if you're a heavy user of the internet, you are not going to be satisfied. You're going to be very frustrated, let's face it, with BT Wi-Fi with Fon. After completing this review, it's my recommendation that you don't use BT Wi-Fi Fon, you don't sign up for it, and you look for alternative means, perhaps in a coffee shop, perhaps in a library, but do not pay this amount of money for such a poor service. Okay, next point. I should try and balance this and talk about any advantages. The only advantage I can see for BT Wi-Fi with Fon is the number of locations that you'll be able to access, and once again, assuming that we don't have access to Wi-Fi via other means, the number of locations you can access BT Wi-Fi for Fon. You can sign in at multiple locations. I think that's the only good thing. Obviously, you may have some problems with connection speed. You may have problems with weather interfering with your connection, and you may your connection may be dropped, and you may have to log in multiple times. But you do have the chance to log in at multiple locations. In the communications, and I'll put a screenshot up, it does say unlimited Wi-Fi within this access pass, but I've found it to be limited. They may not announce the limits, but there seems to be a limit in that if you there are, when I was watching programs, I was watching programs, I think Match of the Day and Peaky Blinders. This is not an advertisement for either of those programs, but I was watching Match of the Day and Peaky Blinders, and during both of those watch times or sessions, the playback was glitching and was lagging, and I wasn't able to watch the program completely uninterrupted. So for both of those programs, the screen froze. I wasn't able to continue watching, had to wait a few minutes before the screen started again. That's very frustrating, disrupts the user experience, and it's not a great user experience. So watching whole programs via sort of BBC iPlayer and for both of those programs was not good. Wi-Fi interrupted, glitches, problems with that. So those are that's my warts and all review of BT Wi-Fi with Fon. Obviously, it's mostly there are problems and issues that I've experienced during the 30-day trial, but I wanted to put those out there because there didn't seem to be very many comprehensive reviews of using the service, and it'd be a good advice for people who are considering it, and they can obviously take on board what I've said and make their mind up and have a more informed decision. Hope this review has been useful to you. If you've not subscribed, click on my face to subscribe. Give me a like if you appreciate this review and you've enjoyed this video, and click on the 1 and 2 screenshots to watch another video. I look forward to speaking to you next time. Thanks. Bye bye.